Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Overwatch Weekly. Today, I don't have a ton of stuff, it's been a pretty slow week, but I have some stuff, so we're going to dive right into this one with the first thing, which is some new PTR patch notes. These are from September 26th. Not a ton of stuff changed, but some stuff did. In the competitive play, the assembler team timer was increased from 10 to 25 seconds in the second round on Assault, Hybrid, and Escort maps. I think that that's a good change. I don't know why it was so short before, but they have increased it so you have a little more time to plan. There's a bunch of bug fixes, one of which being that they removed the Overwatch League skin effects to display when colorblind colors were enabled, which stinks because that was really cool. And they also added Reinhardt back to the PTR because he was off the PTR if you didn't know, because there was a bug with him, so they took that off. And he has since been added back to the PTR, so that is really it for the PTR. It was mostly bug fixes, but that's pretty much everything, but it's going to be linked in the description if you want to check it out. The next story is something that I actually didn't talk about last week. It came out last week. I just didn't talk about it primarily because I had other stuff to talk about, and this was kind of something I wasn't as crazy about, something I didn't really need to talk about, in my opinion, at the time, but I want to talk about it now. And good thing it's a slow week, because it gives me a little bit more to talk about. I can't talk. But this comes from Jeff Kaplan by way of the Overwatch forums, and it's a post about tank players, and that people are kind of upset with the way the tank meta is right now, and there's a bunch of stuff in it. I'll link to the whole thread, but one comment in particular comes from someone named Ritzyuk, who says, "Thanks for the input, Jeff. Are there any planned changes for any tank heroes coming down the line? Roadhog, maybe?" And Jeff responds, "Yes, Roadhog changes were intended for this round of PTR, but required animation, so they've been delayed a bit. He's not getting a rework, just some tuning and balancing. Will take a bit more time than the recent PTR changes that went up, however." So we're getting some Roadhog changes. I'm assuming it's probably some damage stuff. And then the fact that he says animation makes me think some kind of change to obviously something that the way something functions. Maybe the hook. I don't know why they changed anything for the hook. I feel like the hook is in a pretty good spot, but they're changing something. Whether that be damage output from his primary and secondary fire, and there needs to be some kind of change there with the animation. Who knows if it's something movement related. I literally have no idea what the animation changes, so guess we'll find out at some point when the PTR patch comes live. It could come live at some point this week. It could go live at some point next week. It could go live in 2 weeks. I have no idea. But keep your eye out for the PTR changes. And the eventual changes to Roadhog. So that's what I'll keep my eye out for. Next we have the Halloween Terror event. We got the official announced date, or the official start date for when Halloween Terror 2018 will take place. It will start on October 9th of this year, and it will end on October 31st. If I remember correctly, that is a Tuesday to a Wednesday. Yes, it is. So the 9th is next Tuesday, 6 days from when you're watching this, if you're watching when it first comes out, and then it will end on the 31st, which is a Wednesday, which is Halloween. It'll probably actually end on the 1st of November, but just so you know, that is the run date for the event. We haven't gotten any skin announcements yet as of me recording this, but I'm sure we will get one soon. We know about a lot of them because of leaks, but we don't know exactly what they look like. But it looks like there's a slasher like Soldier 76 skin, and there's like a Spider Queen skin and a Bride skin, so we know what some of the stuff will be. We just don't know everything that we're getting. So that is that. Not really much else to say. I don't really think we're gonna get anything new in terms of like event stuff, because in the dev update from the last video, uh, Jeff Kaplan specifically said there might be some changes to the iterations, like a couple little things different, but not expecting a ton different. As you saw from the teaser, there's something going on with Chateau Guillard. I don't think there was a change to Chateau Guillard last year, but I don't remember. I don't think I even played Chateau Guillard last year during the event. So we're going to get something. Eichenwald and Hollywood get some changes to them, and then it clearly looks like we're going to get something to Chateau Guillard, but I don't know what to expect. So I'm expecting very minimal changes to events, but I'm expecting some cool skins and stuff. So that's what I'm excited for. I'm hoping Moira gets a cool skin, but we will see. But the final thing, already at the final story, barely even 6 minutes in, is we got a teaser for LEGO Overwatch. It should be playing right now, not with any volume, but as you can see, we have good old Jeff Kaplan building a little LEGO minifigure. It turns out to be Tracer, and then Tracer does some movement thing, and then we get our actual first look at Tracer's minifigure in some detail, and then we get LEGO Overwatch, blah blah blah, copyright 2019, LEGO Group, whatever. I've been talking about these since they were announced back in May or June, whenever they were announced. I think it was May when they were announced, but we haven't gotten an actual look at any of the product until now, which is why this teaser is such a big deal, because we finally got a look at what the minifigures will look like, at least one of them. We kind of got a teaser with the the hologram look at the minifigures, but this is our first time getting an actual detailed look at any of the minifigures. And it's Tracer, who I'm not worried about the way they made Tracer look. She was one of the minifigures I felt the safest about. Her, Soldier 76, I think, are the two that I have the least worries about. Reaper as well. I'm more worried about your ones like Genji or Reinhardt, who have a little bit more particular detail in them, something very unique and specific that makes them different from other characters because of their armor or whatever. So that's what I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see some of those minifigures. Winston, but for now, I think Tracer looks fine. I kind of expected Tracer to look fine. I'm not really surprised with the way she looks. I think she looks good. But that is really everything. So a short one this week because of a lack of stuff. I may have missed something. There's going to be in the description the player tracker. There hasn't been a ton of free agency stuff, if anything, that's happened since the last week, but in case there's something that you missed or you just want to double check, anything like that, Overwatch League player tracker will once again be linked in the description. But yeah, I'm going to head out of here. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing. If you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter or Twitch or join the Discord server. All of those links are in the description, but I'm going to get out here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.